Relationships and stress definitely tie into weight loss results and overall how your mental health is every single day. You're not going to see the number on the scale go down if you're stressed out at home and your relationship is suffering. It causes a lot of stress going on in our body and therefore makes it really hard in order to lose weight. So here are some key things that tend to be an issue that are going on in relationships that are causing stress. And it starts with a breakdown of communication. Ladies, we're just not having our needs met and we feel like they are not hearing us, which then causes us to stress out, turn everything inward, and we go back to these old unhealthy habits of completely relying on ourselves for absolutely everything and anything when aren't we supposed to be in a relationship and have a partner and a support system? And we find ourselves just doing it all once again because it really sucks asking for help and not having our needs being met. Bottom line is men and women hear things, think completely differently. And so we have to be able to know how to communicate in a way that is going to help us get our needs met, which is then going to help you lower your stress levels and improve your relationship. And then to begin to see the number on the scale go down because you can breathe easy at home and you're not feeling at a heightened state all the time in this survival mode. So when we set goals and objectives, we want to be really clear, really specific, and we want it to be measurable. When we communicate with men, we need to be doing the exact same thing. We need to communicate in a way that is extremely clear. They cannot read through the lines. Sorry to tell you, men cannot read through the lines. So we have to be extremely clear. We have to be realistic. So we have to give them goals and objectives and communicate in a way that is going to be realistic for them, what they can actually accomplish, and what they feel like is going to even fit into their schedule. So we have to have some communication there. And what we expect needs to be really measurable. If we have a time frame, a sense of urgency, that this task, that's something that we're asking them to do, needs to be done in, you need to be able to clearly ask and say that. So instead of just saying, hey, can you take out the trash? You need to say, hey, can you take out that trash over there in the silver pail right now? And if they say, oh, let me get back to it in a second, be like, can you do it right now for me? And just being able to reiterate. And then the second step that can come into play is making sure that they actually heard you. I know I'm talking to my partner a lot, and I don't know if he is hearing me half the time. So we're not saying it to be rude, or we're not talking to them like they're stupid, but we're just asking to make sure that they heard us. And so being able to say to them, hey, can you tell me like what I just told you? I just want to make sure that we're on the same page and you heard me correctly. Or, hey, like what did I just ask you to do? And it's not because they're stupid or they're not getting it, and they may just roll their eyes at you, but we're asking like, can you just please tell me, just for my own sake and my own benefit? And usually they will do it. Okay. And just be able to tell them, like, I want to make sure that I'm communicating with you in a really clear way. And I have realistic expectations. I'm not asking too much of you because I don't want to fuss and fight with you. And I think bottom line is our partners really don't want to fuss and fight with us either. So if they know that being able to have a clear communication and a path to doing things is going to prevent argument, they're going to be on the same page. They're going to want that. This is going to take practice. It's going to be completely uncomfortable for you to branch out, to be vulnerable, to ask for help, and to possibly work on your communication that has struggled for years and years, but it is required. This is going to be a mandatory thing that if you are choosing to stay and be in a relationship with somebody, and you want to be healthier, you have to be able to work on this skill set for your own physical and mental health. You are not going to see the results that you want if you are not willing to deep dive and look at some of these harder areas that are going on in order to help make your life better. Because you are choosing to be in this relationship, you are choosing to have these people in your life, and it is our duty, it is your duty to work on your own skill set in order to make this better and improve in some way that is going to help you get the results that you want and lower the stress levels of your own life. We all have relationship issues. You can look at people that look picture perfect. They got issues too. I'm here to tell you. And we constantly have to be working on these things, whether you're in a new relationship or you've been in a relationship for 20 years. We go through different phases, different cycles, and there's always ways that we can work on our communication in order to improve our relationship and set realistic goals and objectives for ourselves as well as our spouse, and how you're able to come together in order to collaborate and function at a better level. So I hope you apply these things. They're super simple to do, but you have to be very intentional. If you need some help on where to begin to address certain stressors in your life, where to be able to improve in your relationship, or maybe you just deal with a super defensive partner and you need to know how to be able to break down those levels, or you just want some extra help for yourself, you can book a qualification call with me in the link below. We can chat, we can get to know each other and begin your own process of working on improving your overall health and your communication style and your skill set in order to make your life better, because it will directly benefit all those around you and so many other areas of your life. Talk to you soon.